Hello guys, so we are back again and today we will end our AP thing. Okay, and as I told in the previous lecture, I will teach you a trick. Okay, of TN and SN, and then we will do some questions and then wind up the AP. Okay, the trick is as follow. If I take this question, okay, this is the sequence 16 comma minus 11 comma minus 6. Here they are telling to find Tn and Sn. Okay, now Tn you can directly find using Nd plus T. Okay, what T is nothing but T is what? A minus D. What here D is? Okay, it takes very less time. Here it is 5, D is 5. Okay, and now Tn is very easy. 5n 11 minus 5 is nothing but minus 21, which will give me 5n minus 21. Okay, this is my Tn. Now how I can find Sn? For that the trick is as follow. First let me teach you this. N by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this is Sn. If I expand this, I get na plus n square minus n into d by 2. Further on, if I expand na n square by 2 into d minus n by 2 into d. Okay, if I take this out, n by 2 d, okay, plus 2 na minus nd upon 2. Okay, sorry. Okay, this thing. Okay, if I continue further, if I take n common, what I have 2a minus d into, okay, n common, here it is 2. Okay, and here it is n square d by 2. Okay, this formula looks a bit complicated, but it can simplify your thing. Now I want to find Sn. Okay, how I can find? Take you have Tn. What this formula tells? D part. Okay, square it and divide it by 2. Okay, so Tn, from Tn square it. Okay, the d part. Okay, what it is? 5. Okay, so what I should do? I should divide it by 2 and put it d is what? 5 by 2. Okay, so 5 by 2 into n square plus, now what is my first term? 16, so minus 16. What it is? Plus sign, so we have to put negative sign. 5 by 2 into n. Okay, this is the all thing which you have to do, and you will get your Tn automatically using this thing. Okay, so this was the trick. Just take the d part. Okay, whatever d divided by 2, its sign, whatever its sign is, put opposite sign, write the first term here and into n. Okay, then that's all, and you will get Sn using this trick. Okay, now let's practice one more question. Okay, which is 7, 11, 15. Okay, here also you have to find Tn and Sn. Okay, here also Tn, how we will find? It is nothing but Nd plus T. Okay, we have 4d plus 7 minus 4, 3. Okay, we got our thing. Now, sorry, it is n. Now we want to find S. It is what? 2 divide, it is 2 into n. Okay, n square plus the first term is 7 minus opposite thing 2 into n. Okay, that's all, and we are done with the Sn thing. Okay, so we got our Sn, which is nothing but 2n square plus 5n. Okay, so you don't need to apply that formula and calculate it. You can directly find this Sn directly using this trick. Okay, so now let's move on to back to the questions. Okay, and continue with our question part. Okay, the first question which we are going to understand is as follow. Between two number whose sum is 13 by 6, an even number of am is inserted. The sum of these means exceeds the number by unity. Find the number of means. Okay, now they are telling that between two numbers, let me say that the two numbers are a and b. Okay, and between two numbers the sum. Okay, okay, a and b we have been given, which is 13 by 6. Number of am, okay, even number of am, so 2n. Okay, 2 times, if I say n ams, then it will be 2 into n. Okay, then it will be even, is inserted. The sum of these means exceeds. Okay, that sum of these means. Okay, 2n plus 1. Okay, so sum, what is sum? A plus b by 2 into n. Okay, it is 2n. It should be, it is what? The number, what, how many number m's are? 2n exceeded by unity means 1. Okay, now if I simplify, what I have? 2n into 13 by 6, okay, into 2, which gives me 2n plus 1. Further on, 2 will cancel out, 13n should be equals to 12n plus 6, okay, which gives me n is equals to 6. So this is our answer. Okay, we wanted to find the number of wins and we got it. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. The next question is as follow. Okay, the next question is as follow. This is the next question. Write the nth term. Okay, now you have, now here in these questions there is no general formula or way of approach. You have to means you have to understand the progression. Okay, what pattern it is following. Like here 2, then here 4, here 8. Okay, it is 2 की power 1, 2 की power 2, 2 की power 8. Now how 1 will come? 2 की power 0. Okay, now if I say this is 2 की power 2, this is 2 की power 2 minus 1. Okay, similarly it will go to n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 the whole square. Okay, till 2 की power n minus 1. Okay, so what I can write, this is 2 की power 0, comma 2 की power 1, comma 2 की power 2, comma minus 1. Similarly 2 की power 2 till here 2 की power 3 minus 1. Okay, similarly goes on, and the last term is what? 2 की power, I can say n minus 1. Okay, what? 2 की power n minus 1. Then similarly it will goes on till what number? 2 की power n minus 1. Okay, here it what increases, here one number increases, like here it is 2, it is 3 minus 1, so it is n minus 1. Okay, so after 1 after the 1 addition it will be n minus 1. Okay, so we got the last term, which is nothing but, last term is nothing but 2 की power n minus 1. Okay, nothing but 2 की power n minus 1, comma dot 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 2 की power n minus 1. Okay, so we got the last term. Now let's move on to the second question, which says it is 1, this is 2, this is 2 square. Okay, further 2 plus 1 9. Okay, here I can identify that it is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. Okay, so we are getting 2 square, here it is 3 square, here it is 16 square, 4 square. Okay, so similarly in the end it will be what? It will be n square. Okay, it will be n square. Now what it is n square. If it is 3 square, okay, it is n plus 1. So the last term, okay, last term will be what? If it is n minus 1, okay, n minus 1 the whole square plus 1. Okay, so we got the last term using this pattern. Listen, the last will be n square. Okay, like here if it is 2 square, then 2 square plus 1, this will we will get, and here it is 3 square. Similarly here will be 3 square plus 1, and here 4 square. Okay, so here will be what? If it is n square, n minus 1 square plus 1. Okay, before that what will be? N minus 1 the whole square. Okay, like this, and here it will be n minus 2 the whole square plus 1. Okay, like that thing. So we got the last term here also. Last term is what? Last term is nothing but n minus 1 the whole square plus 1 dot 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 n square. Okay, this is our last term, and we are done with this types of question. Okay, which tells us to just recognize the pattern and tell us the last term. Okay, so we are done with this question. Now let's move on to the next question, which is these questions. Okay, which says if a square comma b square comma c square are in AP, then prove that 1 by b plus c comma 1 by c plus a comma 1 upon a plus b are in AP. Okay, you have to tell these things. Okay, now now a, b, c are in AP. Now if I say that if we have to prove, okay, now we cannot directly proceed from this thing. You can understand why. Okay, so now let's just say that if they are in AP, then how we can proceed. Okay, we want to first remove this denominator thing. Okay, it will just create a problem for us. So what we can do, if I multiply, what? Multiply throughout. Okay, throughout by what? Throughout by b plus c into c plus a into a plus b. Okay, assuming that it is it is NAP. Okay, if it is NAP, if I get some hint from here, then I can apply those hints here, and then we will see whether it comes. Applying those hints, this converts into this or not, because we cannot directly click from here at what we should do. Okay, now if I multiply throughout by this, what we have, C plus A into A plus B. Similarly here what we have, B plus C into A plus B. What we have here, B plus C into C plus A. If I simplify this, what I have, CA plus CB plus A square plus AB. What we have, B square plus AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, similarly BC plus AB plus C square plus CA. Okay, now if you see, it is A square, it is AC plus CB plus AB. Here also AB BC plus CA, here also BC AB plus CA. Okay, so if I'm getting idea, it is AB plus BC plus CA, A plus, similarly B square AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, here what, C square AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, so we got a hint from here that I have to add AB plus BC plus CA on this. Okay, now let's apply to, now it is an AP, B square C square. Okay, if I add a constant term to all, it will still remain an AP. So A square plus AB plus BC plus CA, comma B square AB plus BC plus CA, comma C square plus AB plus BC plus CA. Okay, now if I take common, okay, A common, A plus B. Here if I take C common, B plus A. Okay, similarly here B common, B plus A. Here C common, B plus A. Here C common, C plus B. Here A common, B plus C. Okay, now what I can write, A plus C into A plus B. Here what I can write, B plus C into A plus B. Here what I can write, C plus A into C plus B. Okay, if I divide throughout this by what, AB, okay, by this BC plus AC plus A plus B. Okay, what I get here, I will get here what I get, B plus C, comma, here what I get, C plus A, comma, here what I get, C plus A, C plus B. Okay, C plus A plus B. Okay, so now we have proved that if it is NAP, by conversion we got this, so it is NAP. So in some problem you have to get a hint from what they have told, because here we can no one can even possibly think that that we will add this thing. Okay, this will come after you modify this. Okay, assuming that it is an AP. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is this question. Okay, which is, if S1 S2 S3 till SP are terms of P arithmetic series. Okay, S1 S2 S3 P are sum of terms of sum. Okay, or sum or terms of P arithmetic series whose first term are, okay, are sum of, okay, sum of terms. Okay, here it will be sum of terms. If S1 S2 S3 till SP are sum of terms of P arithmetic series whose first term are S1 2 3 4 till infinite till the end. Okay, and whose common difference are 1 3 5 7. Prove that S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus till SP is equals to NP upon 2 into NP plus 1. Okay, now E series. Okay, E series, it's itself an arithmetic progression sum. Okay, its sum is an arithmetic progression sum. Okay, there are P arithmetic progression. If S1 is a sum of one arithmetic progression, okay, 1 2 3 4, it that arithmetic progression has starting term 1 and the common difference are 1. Okay, 1 2 3 4 like that. Okay, so what I can tell, let me write here, it is first term. Okay, there are many things. Here will be common difference. Okay, common difference. Okay, if I make a chart, and here it will be what, sum. Okay, so for the first term, okay, of an arithmetic P, it is 1, common difference is what, 1, and it is S1. Similar goes 2 3 4, okay, until P. Okay, now common difference is 3 5 7 like that, S2 S3 S4, okay, till SP, And now if I go for intermediate r, okay, now what will be the last term? If you observe, the common difference is just one more than this. So how we can get 3? If I take it as p, 2p minus 1, okay, then 4 minus 1, 3, okay, 2 2 is 4 minus 1. So what I get if I consider it as p, 2p minus 1, so I can write it 2p minus 1, okay. If I take an intermediate r value, okay, what I can get r, 2r, okay, 2r minus 1, and this will be SR. Okay, now let's take the next page. So what we can write, okay, what we can write SR, okay, from r is equals to 1 to p, which will be what? Summation r is equals to 1 to p, which will be nothing but n by 2 bracket 2r, 2, okay, r, okay, right, 2r plus n minus 1, okay, n minus 1 into dr, okay, dr, there will be difference for this thing, okay. So n by 2 is constant, so we can move it out. Here what I have, r is equals to 1 to p, okay, it is what? 2r, okay, for r, okay, for r term, and here it is what? 2n minus 1 into dr is what? 2r minus 1, okay. So if I continue doing this summation, r is equals to 1 to p, okay, we have 2r plus, okay, this will be 2nr, okay, minus n, okay, minus 2nr minus n minus 2r plus 1, okay. So we got this, these two will cancel out, which will give me in the end 2nr. If I take minus out from this, what I get? N minus 1, okay. So I got this thing, r is equals to 1 to p, n by 2, okay. Similar, if I continue, what I have? N by 2 bracket this thing, r is equals to 1 to p, 2nr, okay, okay, into summation, okay, r is equals to 1 to p, n minus 1, okay. Now if I continue this, what I get? N by 2 summation r is equals to 1 to p, 2nr, okay, 2nr. So 2n, okay, so 2n will move out, okay, 2n will move out, which will give me in that r is equals to 1 to p, okay. This will be what? R, okay, minus, okay, n minus 1 will move out, n minus 1, this will be only r is equals to 1 to p, 1 here will be there, okay. So what I have, this is, okay, sum of 1 2 3 4 till p, so I can write it as p into p plus 1 by 2, sum of n terms, okay. Here it will be 2n, okay, n by 2 will be outside still, and here what I have, it will be addition till p times p into n minus 1, basic summation which I have already taught you, okay, n by 2, okay. If I n by 2, if I take p common from all, we have np by 2, okay. Now here what we have? 2 np, 2 will cancel out, np plus n, okay, 2 will cancel out, np plus n minus pn plus p, okay. We have this thing. Now let me solve it here. What we have? np by 2, what we have? np will cancel out, giving me n minus p, okay. np, it is p, okay. This is n, okay, okay, np, this is 2n, p move out, 2np, okay. It will 2 cancel out, okay. 2np, no, np plus n, okay, np plus p, okay. P move out, okay, p moved out, it is 1 plus 1, n minus n plus 1, okay. So nn will cancel out, giving me np, okay, nn will cancel out plus 1, okay. So what I get? np by 2 into np plus 1, which is what I have to prove, okay. Hence proved, okay. What I took p common, so n plus 1, if I multiplied with minus, it get plus 1. When I solve this, it is np plus n minus n, nn will cancel out, giving me np plus 1, which is what I wanted. So we have proved this thing, okay. So we are done with this question, and now we will move forward. to the next question. The next question is as follow. Okay, the next question is as follow, which is this question. Okay, the question says if the value of x plus y plus z is 15, if a comma x plus y plus z comma b are in AP. Okay, while the value of 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z is 5/3. If 1 upon a comma 1 upon x comma 1 upon y comma 1 upon z comma 1 upon b are in AP, then we have to prove. Okay, so if I take it as AM, okay, between these three terms, okay, this term, so I can get the sum of these three terms, okay, between this, as the arithmetic mean is inserted, they are in AP also. So a plus b by 2, okay, a plus b by 2 should be equal to what? And I know these three terms, okay, its sum will be nothing but a plus y, its AM will be nothing but divided by 3. Okay, very easy. So we got this thing. Okay, now what I get? A plus b equals to 2 into x plus y plus z value I have 15/3, which gives me a plus b is equals to 10. Okay, so I got one thing. Let me take it as a. Similarly, if I do with this, okay, it is also in AP. So 1 upon a plus 1 upon b by 2 should also be equal to 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z by 3, which gives me what? 5/3, okay, into 3, and it is what? It should be equal to what? A plus b upon ab, okay, into 2 should be equal to what? 5/9, okay, 5/9. So we got this thing. Now if I move to that side, a plus b upon ab is equals to 10/9. Okay, if you notice, a plus b from a is 10, so 10 will cancel out, giving me ab is equals to 9. Okay, so I got this thing. Let me take it as b. Now they are telling that a is equals to 1, b is equals to 9. Okay, this is valid. A into b will be 9, a plus b will be 10. Okay, a is 9 and b is 1. Okay, this is also valid and this is also valid. But a is equals to 3 and b is equals to 6, both are not valid. So a comma b are the answer. Okay, are the answer. Okay, so we are done with this question. Now let's move on to the next question. The basic thing, okay, the basic thing was you can get the summation of the AM between two numbers, okay, by a plus b by 2 by the extreme terms between whom AM is inserted. But from the basic AM, I know AM is Sn by n. So here there are 3 AM, so divide 3 numbers divided by 3 will also be AM, so they are equal. Applying that concept again, similarly for 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z, I got these values. Okay, I have satisfied the value given, and thus I was able to predict which is the answer. Okay, that's all for this question. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. The next question is this one. Okay, which says given a1 comma a2 comma a3 till an are in AP, prove that 1 upon an plus 1 upon a2 into an minus 1 plus 1 upon a3 into an minus 2 plus till 1 upon an a2 is equal to 2 upon a1 plus an into 1 upon an plus 1 upon a2 till 1 upon an. Okay, now if I tell you that it is an AP 1, 3, 5, 7, okay, 9, 11, okay, it is an AP. If I take the second term from here and second term from here, what it is? 3 plus 9, okay, what it is? 12. If I take the third term from here and third term from here, what it is? 5 plus 7, it is what? 12. So if the position of the term from both the extreme are same, then the sum will be equal. Okay, no matter which term you take, okay, but the position should be same. So a1 plus an, okay, should be equal to what? a2 plus an minus 1. Okay, similarly it will be equal to a3 plus an minus 2. Now listen, how you will come to know that this is the perfect last term according to this a3. The subscript should give n plus 1. I have told this many times. Okay, similarly a4 plus an minus 3 till what? an plus an, okay, a1. Okay, now here I get an idea that I have to divide it and multiply by a1 plus, if I want to create this term. So if I divide, okay, and multiply by an upon a1 plus an, okay, to this one I have a1 an plus a2 an minus 1, a3 an minus 2 till what, an a1. Okay, I have this. If I multiply this thing here, a1 plus an, okay, this will be a1 plus an upon a1 an. Similarly, now this I can write it as like this, a2 plus an minus 1 upon a2 an minus 1. Similarly, I can write it like this, which is a3 plus an minus 1 upon a3 plus an minus 1. Okay, similarly I can, in the end, what I can write, an plus a1 upon an a1. Okay, so what I am getting, 1 upon a1 plus an. Okay, this is what, 1 upon an plus 1 upon a1, 1 upon a2 plus 1 upon an minus 1. Okay, similarly here what I have, 1 upon an, 1 upon a1. So what I come to know that here two a1s are, 2 an are there, 2 a2 will be there similarly. Okay, 1 upon a2 plus 1 upon an minus 1. Okay, 2 every term is present twice, so this will give me like this, a1 plus an, it will be what, 2 upon an, 2 upon a1, 2 upon a2 till the last. Okay, 2 upon an. Okay, plus, so I got this thing. Now let me take the next page. So what I have, okay, if I take 2 common, what I have, 2 upon a1 plus an, okay, into what, 1 upon a1 plus 1 upon a2 plus 1 upon a3 till what, 1 upon an. So we have proved this thing. What was the basic main ideology was that we can write this, the sum of the terms from taken both the extreme, the sum are also always equal. That was the main point, and you can use that and get this proof. Okay, so what we have done this proof. Now let's do the next question, which is this, which says if the sum of the first, okay, first 4 terms, okay, of a decreasing AP is 24, okay, of a decreasing AP is 24 and the product is 945, then find the number. Okay, sum of the first 4 terms, okay, of an AP. Okay, so let me take the 4 terms like what, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus 3d, and okay, a comma a plus d. Okay, it should be first, doesn't matter. Okay, their sum is what, 24. So 4a should be 24, which gives me a is equals to 6. Okay, now the product means a cube minus 9d square into a square minus d square should be equal to 945, which gives me here what I have, this is square. Okay, this will be a square is 36 minus 9d square. Okay, here it is 36 minus d square should be equal to 945. Okay, if I take 9 common from here, okay, then what I have, 4 minus d square should be 36 minus d square. What I have, 9 1s are 0, 5s are 45. Okay, so I got this thing. Okay, so now if I multiply the things, what I have, 144, okay, 144 minus 4d square minus 36d square plus d raised to 4 is equals to 105. Okay, what I have, 144 minus 40d square, okay, minus 40d square plus d raised to 4. Okay, it should be equal to 105. Okay, what I have, d raised to 4 minus 40d square plus 144, okay, minus 105, okay, should be equal to 0. What it gives me, plus 39, okay, minus 40d square, okay, plus d raised to 4 should be equal to 0. Now if I simplify it, I get minus 39 d square into d square minus 1 should be equal to 0. Okay, 39 plus 1, okay, yes, so d square we are getting and plus 39, and we are getting d square is equals to 1. Now we are getting d is equals to plus minus under root 39, which is surely rejected, and d is equals to plus minus 1. Now d is equals to plus 1 is wrong because it is telling it is a decreasing AP. So d is equals to minus 1 is the answer. Okay, is the answer. So the term means the sentence is the AP. Okay, is the D. Okay, now the words in the question also matter, because here you have to predict the D, which you can only predict by understanding the question properly. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. The last question of AP is this one. Okay, which is if x comma y comma z are real. Okay, are real number satisfying 25 9x square plus y square into 9z square minus 15 5xy plus yz plus 3zx, then prove that they are in AP. Okay, how I can prove? Okay, now here if you see properly, if I if I write it as 25 into 9 is nothing but 225, which I can write as 15x the whole square, and this I can write at 5y the whole square. This is nothing but 3z the whole square. This is a manipulation thing. 15x, okay, into 5y. Okay, similarly here what I can write 3z into 5y. okay, here I can write 15 minus 15x into 3z. okay, so should be okay. What I get now, if you remember one formula, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca should be equal to what? Should be equal to what? 1 by 2 bracket a minus b the whole square plus b minus c the whole square plus c minus a the whole square. Okay, c minus a the whole square. This is the thing which it should be equal to. Okay, now what I get here, a minus b. So this thing, don't you see, it is similar to this. So I can write what? 1 by 2 15 minus 15x minus 5y the whole square. Okay, similarly 5y minus 3z the whole square. Similarly 3z minus 15x the whole square. Okay, should be equal to 0. Okay, now when square of three terms, okay, sum of square of three terms can only be is equal to 0 if a is equals to b is equals to c is equals to 0. If I take it as abc, so which gives me 15x minus 5y should be equal to 0, 5y minus 3z should be equal to 0, 3z minus 15x should be equal to 0, which gives me x is equals to y by 3. okay, which gives me here y is equals to 3z by 5. here it gives me x is equals to z by 5. okay, so if I write in okay, so if I consider it like this, x is equals to y by 3 and x is equals to z by 5. okay, and if I consider it as lambda, okay, so x is equals to lambda, y is equals to 3 lambda, and z is equals to 5 lambda. okay, now when it will be AP, y minus x should be equal to z minus y. okay, if they want to be in AP, so 3 lambda minus lambda should be equal to 5 lambda minus 3 lambda, which is 2 lambda here, and it is also 2 lambda. So they are in AP. So this was the last question of AP, and we are going to continue with GP in the next lecture. okay, I will explain the basic things of GP. okay, means whatever things are required in GP, and then we will continue with GP. okay, and then so on. okay, till then take care, and we are done with our AP. okay, all the things of AP. okay.